Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first Group Buy news stream of 2023. Hopefully, everyone's doing great tonight. I see an Arceril, Wilford, Breathe to Live, Jester, Brian 1321. Who else is there? Hello, Malice. Mantis is there as well. Thanks, guys, for joining in so early, or rather, a little late. I was out tonight having dinner with some friends, so just arrived. Probably an hour later than I usually do, but hopefully everyone is doing great tonight. For all of you joining in for the very first time, this is a news segment that starts every Sunday, roughly around 7:30 p.m. PDT, in which we talk about all the keyboard news occurring for the following week. For this particular episode, we're covering everything starting tonight, January 8th, all the way till this Saturday, January 14th. So yeah, we try to cover keycaps, keyboards, and anything in between. If you guys want to know what I've already talked about during this news segment, make sure you issue the GB list command, which I just put in chat right there. It's just basically a Google sheet, which I update as I talk about what's going on. So yeah, follow along there. We like to talk about ending group buys first, followed by missed stuff or in-stock stuff, and then finally starting group buys. And of course, at the very end of the stream, if you feel like I missed something, you can send me a whisper through Twitch telling me, oh, Merlin, you missed out on this keyboard, this keycap, whatever. Without further ado, let's talk about our very first ending group buy. Here we go. First one is a board that we talked about last year, actually, and looks like they extended the group buy. Here you go. This is the Bulwark. On Mexico, this is a very fancy TKL. Basically, on all the build streams and sound tests that I've seen of it so far, I've been very, very impressed. And you guys know I'm not much of a TKL person, but this one I am quite jealous of. But yeah, let's, you know what, I forgot, we didn't even put music up. Let's turn on music really quick. Let's turn on a bit of music. Here we go. But yeah, when I first talked about this board, I said the color that looked the best was orange. Let's see, there we go. This color right there, absolutely a beautiful shade. Mainly what attracts me to this board is we don't see this shade of orange quite often. In fact, I don't remember too many orange boards. There is, however, a board called an Orange 75, but no, that's completely different. There you can see you've got your black, green, navy blue, lilac, orange, red, silver, and E-white. E-white does bring up the price by an additional $10. You have your option of a solder PCB and 2 hot swaps in either ISO or ANSI. You also have your choice of a wrist rest or no wrist rest. So yeah, if you wanted to go all in on this particular group buy, well, I guess it's $395 at its top or at its base, and as you can see from the info on the page right here, it's $415 if you went for the E-white hot swap and all that good stuff. Expected delivery is Q4 of 2023, so really not too bad. And this guy was extended till today, actually, so you only have a few hours left if you really want a board such as this. Oh yeah, this is going to be a fairly short stream. At the start of the year, not much is going on. So yeah, the next item that is starting up here is another board that I feel like I talked about last year but was extended. This one is the Gentleman 65 in wood R2. The Gentleman 65 is a 65% board with a non-blockered layout, but with a rotary encoder on the top right, as you guys can see over there. Absolutely gorgeous board, and this time coming in wood. If wood is your aesthetic, this might be something you want to check out. See that? Absolutely beautiful. Starting at $295, you can choose, well, it's going to have a polycarb base, but you have your choice between mahogany, zebra wood. Actually, you can also choose a black base and a white base as well. So yeah, you also have between hot swap and soldered PCBs, and your choice of aluminum, palm, brass, and FR4. Yeah, check it out. Looks pretty good. Polycarb, this is going to be about 2 pounds, and typing angle is 7 degrees. Yeah, I believe the last time I talked about this, someone on stream asked if wood has the potential to warp. And yes, it does. It does. But when you look at a board like this, it's not like both the top and the bottom is made out of wood. So the chances of that warping is a lot smaller. In fact, there was another board we talked about that was all wood, the KL90. And those who had already purchased the unit and received both halves said that, you know, months later, everything still seemed fine. So yeah, while it is a cause for concern, I think the chances of it happening are fairly low. Fairly low. So yeah, check it out. This guy has a base price of $295, and to go all in, $320. And I guess it still counts as a group buy, but time of delivery is 3 weeks from when you buy it. So yeah, this will be a very, very quick group buy. Yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. You have until the 13th, which is this Friday. Wood is wood, and it's gonna warp. It's only a matter of when. Yeah, well, think about it this way. There are many wooden instruments as well. If you take care of it, you know, the chances of it warping is going to be minimized. But yeah, check it out. Gentleman 65 Wood R2, expiring on the 13th. Check it out before then. All right. You know what? Like I said, those, you know, nothing is really starting or ending at the start of the year. Those were the only 2 items that I could find, but I guess we'll find out at the end during the audience group buy section. But once again, that's the Bulwark TKL, expiring on the 8th today, or the Gentleman 65 Wood R2, expiring on the 13th. So check out those 2 boards. Out of the 2, which ones are you guys most interested in? Let me know in the chat. I'd love to hear from the audience. Wilfred said that my wallet was safe from the gentleman, but guess not. Yeah, I know. When they extend the group buy time period, that's when you're like, ah, shoots, I have to keep thinking about this. I only have 1 wooden board. It's kind of like a novelty to me, but as much as I love how much the wood looks, I haven't been too much of a fan of it. See, X-Rogue says neither really. You have an aluminum gentleman already. Wilford says, yeah, I thought I moved on from it. You know, you've got a couple more. You've got a couple more days to like get over it, but if you're still wanting it by the 13th, you should probably just buy it. Let's see. If it were up to me, I have been eyeing the Bulwark since I first started talking about it, but you know, realistically speaking, $415 is quite steep for me. You know, if I had an extra $400, then yeah, sure, I would go for the orange one, just because the orange one looks fantastic. If not the orange, I think the other one I would go for is maybe the green. The green looks really nice too. But yeah, I'm, as much as I like 65%, I think it's time I start expanding my taste, you know. We could go to the missed group buy section, but since I have been absent for the last 3 weeks, that's going to be like a lot of stuff to cover. So we're just going to go straight into the in-stock segment. The in-stock are relatively easy to get. As many of you know, I like to use stockstock.com for all of my in-stock needs. I like them how they, you know, they not only list US sellers, but international sellers as well. So if you're looking for a particular item, definitely check out stockstock.com. Of course, I'm not going to talk about every single item on the list, but there are 2 items that really caught my eye here. The first one being on Divinikey. Here we go. These are the DK trays. Magnetic keycap tray, available in either coral pink, French navy blue, or blanc white. So yeah, as many of you know, I have been on a quest to find the perfect keycap tray, you know, and I've gotten quite a few of them. Like, I was really big on JTK trays for the longest time, and I think a large part of that had to do with the fact that they were the only ones really available. But since then, more have come out. My current favorite has got to be the PBD fans trays, but I'm always looking for, something that could exceed it. This one has been intriguing me a lot. Look at that. So it's a polycarbon enclosure with a synthetic leather band, magnetic enclosure. Let's see. Does it say what it supports? But outer dimensions gives you inner height and row spacing. Compatibility. Oh, profiles. Here we go. Cherry, SA, OEM, DSA, CAT, etc., etc. Escape access. Ziploc is best tray. I would disagree with you because in some cases, when you have all your keycaps together in the Ziploc bag, you can have the possibility of scratching your keycaps. Let's see, Mantis says, never liked GTK trays, keycaps are super tight. That's exactly why I was second guessing what I wanted. Yeah, Ziploc is best tray. I would disagree once again. Tight and sometimes can't move them from side to side. I noticed that was more of an issue with PBT actually. When it came with the GMK, it was still tight, but it was manageable. Like once it got to the PBT cherry profiles, that's when I was like, oh, this does not work at all. See, Ziploc is best tray when it comes to shipping. Well, yeah, if you're trying to look for the cheapest option available, there's really nothing beating Ziplocs. In fact, don't even buy Ziploc. Ziploc is the name brand. Get like the Kroger or like some off-brand ones. Let's see. Well, yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. $35 on Divinikey. The next item that caught my eye is a board that I've always chuckled at whenever I saw it, just because it is so enormous for what it is and it's so heavy. What am I talking about? I am talking about the Piggy 60. It is a $399.99 or rather $400 board. And as you can see, it is, look, you've got your choice. Actually, only B stock is available at this point. Comes with a complimentary carrying case. And let's see. All inner and weight or random options. Could be aluminum and or e-coating or brass. Very cool. Default plate is PC. Default PCB is hot swap. But yeah, this is a very heavy board. If you guys like thick bezels and the HHKB format, this is the board that you want to check out. I believe Jackie Design also made the Elephant S7. Now that one was, because I'm more of a 65% person these days, I'd probably go for the Elephant S7 more than the Piggy. But if you guys really like 60s, definitely check this board out. Like I said earlier though, you don't have too much of a choice in terms of grading. Only B stocks are available. And colors are just E-white and beige. And Winkey or HHKB is available apparently. See, I guess the marble concrete case fad died. Well, I don't know, I guess it was always way too expensive and it doesn't feel premium. Like marble, concrete, they don't feel premium like having something made out of aluminum. But yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. Alright, let's talk about some starting group buys. Let's see, the first starting group buy I found is actually, someone mentioned it earlier today. I think it was, who mentioned it earlier? I think it was Francois who mentioned it. Yeah, this was the DCS Soware Revival. Okay, this one starts on the 9th and is running till the 24th. Check it out. And it'll be available on Thotkeys, KeyGem, zFrontier, DailyClack, Hex keyboards, and Prototypist, starting at $115 for the base kit. Yeah, looks like they have a desk mat this time around. Yeah, when Soware first showed up, we weren't really big on desk mats yet. It's like having desk mats packaged with the key set. It's more like, it started around like 2018, so this is nice. More photos. very cool. Yeah, I was never a big fan of Soware when it first came out. Like something about the light blue legends didn't really sit well with me. Like usually I'm a big fan of Signature Plastics colors, but just that the way that this looked, this didn't sit well on me. It's like I like how it looks on the F-Row, but on the Alphas just bothered me a bit. Yeah, I think, yeah, when Soware first came out, like R1, that's about the time I first joined like the hobby, plus or minus a year. Look at that Brobot right there, very cool. They're 115 for the base kit. I wish he would have showed a base kit here, so we could see how big the base kit is. Or maybe it's just one kit. We don't really know at this point. And let's see, 115. Given Signature Plastics delays, this is probably going to deliver in Q4 2023, Q1 2024. Oh, here we go. Estimated to ship Q4 2023. Okay, I had a good estimate. 75 MOQ, running January 9th to January 24th. It's not bad. Escape Backspace says, do you like DCS? I like how DCS looks, but I've always felt DCS was too thin for me. Alright, so yeah, if you guys are interested, make sure you check it out on the 9th, which is when it goes live at the following vendors: Stock Keys, Keyjam, ZFrontier, DailyClack, Hex Keyboards, or Prototypist. Yeah, if you're hoping to join in on it because it's faster than GMK, you'll be right, but I don't think it's going to be that much faster at this point. Alright, the next item that is starting this week is a board that I had the opportunity to play with at a recent meetup. Let's see, this next one is the Ripple. The Ripple TKL designed by Upos. I actually didn't know it was designed by Upos until I started building today's show. I thought it was just, you know, another Canon Keys exclusive. I wasn't aware that Upos still designed boards. But yeah, this board comes in two editions, the standard edition at $450 and the special edition at $550. And one of the bigger differences is that the special edition comes with a PVD brass external weight, whereas the standard one comes with the sandblasted brass. And let's see, what else do we have here? Both come with an authenticity card and carrying case, microfiber cloth, same type of PCB and all that. And also, I believe it was the front badge. Yep, the front badge. Even the front badge is a PVD brass versus a sandblasted brass. Yeah, let's take a look at it a little bit more. Yeah, when I saw it during the meetup, that Ripple design on the back really stood out to me. Beautiful board. Inspiration. I actually found the concept of Ripple for this keyboard while in the design process. For some boards I start with the concept and design. For others like this one, I played around a bit with drawings and design, and I could use before settling on the concept of a Ripple. Very interesting. The contours of the top case and weight are meant to mimic water flowing, a very wavy look. So of course, you know, to fit with the theme of this board, you should use water-themed key sets such as GMK Mizu. Yeah, the board looked pretty nice when I saw it at a meetup. Unfortunately, it wasn't built, so I couldn't type on it too much, or at all. See, mounting is an O-ring gasket hybrid mount with a ton of customizability. Yeah, pretty decent board. $450 for the standard or $550 for the special edition ones. And the only difference is really PVD versus sandblasted weight and badge. So if that interests you, definitely check it out when it goes live on the 12th. Alright, next up. Next item that is starting up is... There we go. I briefly mentioned it because I've got one. It's actually my Vertex. This guy's starting on the 14th. R2 is the 14th. Yeah, check it out. Vertex Arc 60, 60% board, available in several configurations and in some unique colors. I believe, here, when R1 came out, the color that sold out first was Arcane. You know, I will never understand it because I can't see purple, but people in this hobby really like the color purple. So, anodized purple sold out first, and followed by aloe, which is what I've got here. So yeah, once R2 comes out, you guys want to have a unique board. Those are probably the two colors you want to go for, but 269 bucks. Another cool thing about this board is they provide you both the soldered PCB and the hot swap PCB, mainly because it depends. Like if you pick the hot swap one, you are limited to the plate mounted build, or sorry, the gasket mounted build with plate. If you pick the soldered, that's the only one you can use for the plateless build. So yeah, I built mine with the plate, but I did not use any of the foams, and this one is using the Go Camping switches with nice PBT November fog, and this one sounded really good and felt really good to me, so I made the right choice. I will be doing a build stream of the soldered edition probably this coming Wednesday. I was unfortunately unable to get the same type of switches, so I will be building them with... Actually, I don't know yet. I have a bunch of switches here that I'm very curious about using, so we'll see. We shall see what happens. If I did not pick the green, I think I probably would have picked the blue, but since I've got enough blue boards already but hardly any green boards, I picked the aloe one. But yeah, check it out. This guy goes on the 14th and is an in-stock sale, from what I've been told. Or rather, see, in-stock group buy sale. That's what they mean. Yeah, check it out. R2 on the 14th. Let's see, we had one key set and two keyboards. So I guess out of the starting group buys that I talked about this week, Soware Revival, Vertex Arc 60, and the Ripple, which one are you guys most interested in? Put it in the chat and I'll read it out loud for you guys. X-Rogue says, does the hot sauce support split right shift? As you can see, it definitely does. Vertex sold. Ripple, probably the Ripple, but none. Ripple, but Arc 60 is nicest looking. Arc, says X-Rogue. Definitely grabbing the Arc 60, the Arc, yeah. It's been a very popular board. You know what? I haven't even built my Vertex Angle R2 yet. Yeah, I don't know when I'll build that. I've got some customer builds coming up too, so we'll see. We'll see. Arc 60, because 2 builds in one, because hot swap and solder PCB included. That's true, but at the same time, you do have to... Yeah, in order to use the plateless build, you do need to take out this center metal piece inside, so it's not like it's a quick swap out, you know. Will pair my future Arc 60 with Osume Winterglow. You have regrets passing on the angle, says 4 Grant. Well, if you care a lot about sound, you're not missing out on much. Yeah, which is why I haven't built mine, because I care a lot about sound. And out of the Vertex Angles R2s that I've built, none of them have really fit my preference. Cool, looks like most people are going for the Arc. If I did not have an Arc, I think I would pick the Arc over this. As many of you guys know, as much as I love TKLs, it's not really something I buy unless there's a good deal, such as the Tiger 80 Lite and all that. So if I did not have an Arc 60, I would still buy an Arc 60. And I'd probably pick one in blue. Escape Backspace says, did Arc convert you to the 60s? No, I started my hobby, this journey of mine, on 60s actually. But lately I've just been more on the 65s and 75s, but I've always loved 60s. Helicopter says the creativity of the ripple is tempting though. I agree with you on that. There we go. Johnny says, I love my Tiger 80 light. Thank you so much for recommending it. You should absolutely try having a metal top, plastic bottom, or the converse having a plastic top and metal bottom. Or at least for me, that combination worked better than the all plastic or the all aluminum. Let's talk about the next thing. Actually, the next thing is already audience group buy. Yeah, like I said, it's a short stream tonight. We are barely at an hour. Let's see, what's my uptime? My uptime is 38 minutes and 6 seconds. Nice. But yeah, if you guys feel like I missed something this week, whether it be a keyboard, key set, desk mat, switch, whatever, as long as it's mechanical keyboard related, please send me a message here on Twitch. But please, 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 read the screen. Make sure there's a link attached. There's some context, start, end dates, anything to pay attention to, and please keep it limited to a group buy occurring this week. This week being anything tonight, January 8th, until Saturday, January 14th. So please adhere to those specific limits. And I'll keep this open for the next couple minutes and see who sends me stuff here. Anyway, I'm not seeing any more people send me stuff, so I think this is a good time to end the stream. Thank you everyone for joining the first group buy news stream of 2023. Hopefully we'll have more content next week in terms of keyboards, key sets, or anything really. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining in. And as Ino Moshiki said, I will be at the meetup this coming Saturday, and I will not be arriving until Sunday evening. So there will be no group buy news stream next week, but there will definitely be one the following week. So thanks everyone. Hope you have a good rest of your week or a good start to your week, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye everyone.